Hello everyone, Andrew here, and welcome to another random game of the day. Today we are playing Sonic 3 and Knuckles, which coincidentally was actually the game that I played 100 random game of the days before this one, so it was random game of the day number 2. I promise that this is the last time that I'm going to do this. Every random game of the day from now on is not going to be pretty much a throwback to the random game of the day that came 100 before. I don't know why I started the opening cutscene here, but yeah, it's pretty much, I've been looking for an excuse to play more Sonic 3 and Knuckles, so this is pretty much as good as any. Although last time the level that we played was actually from the Sonic 3 portion of the game, and the level that I wanted to play today is from the Sonic and Knuckles portion. So we're technically not playing the same game twice, although we technically are, so I don't know what you want to consider. But anyway, in case you could not tell, I absolutely love this game. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is one of my #1 favorite games of all time. I have beat it with all 3 characters, well, if you count Sonic and Tails as just playing it as Sonic. Tails isn't really that super useful anyway, when you're playing as Sonic. But anyway, I absolutely love this game, and today we are going to be playing this file right here that has 99 lives, 7 continues, and it has all of the Super Emeralds. So those right there are not just the Chaos Emeralds. That right there is a Chaos Emerald. But what they did to kind of like counteract the fact that Sonic 3 had Chaos Emeralds and Sonic and Knuckles had Chaos Emeralds was that when you got all of the Emeralds in Sonic 3, like those were the Chaos Emeralds, and then when you got the Emeralds again in Sonic and Knuckles, they became the Super Emeralds. And the difference is that the Super Emeralds, or sorry, the normal Chaos Emeralds when you have all of them will allow you to turn into Super Sonic when you have 50 rings. Although when you have all of the I hope I said that right. You turn into Super Sonic when you have all of the Chaos Emeralds and you have 50 rings. Although when you have all of the Super Emeralds and you have 50 rings, you turn into Hyper Sonic. The main difference being, I believe that Super Sonic cannot double jump, meanwhile Hyper Sonic can. And I believe that Super Sonic cannot breathe underwater. Well, Hypersonic can. Hypersonic might also move a little bit faster, but we shall see what Hypersonic can do if we collect 50 rings, and I believe that there is a very high possibility of that happening. Anyway, let's just move on here. Let's not get killed by fire. I really love Lava Reef Zone. It has awesome level design, awesome music, and there I go already getting destroyed by everything. One of the things I love about Sonic 3 is the fact that it has different shields, unlike Sonic 1 and 2 and Sonic CD. Sonic 3 had the electric shield, or the magnet shield, which attracted rings to you when you were near them and also allowed you to double jump, which was very cool. It has the flame shield, which allows you to do kind of a dash attack in the air, and it also makes you invulnerable to fire. So you could go stand in that lava over there and you would not take any damage if you had a fire shield. And the water shield allows you to breathe underwater. It also lets you kind of do a ground pound, which is pretty cool. And look at my lives down there. I forgot that it did that. When you go over 99 lives, it starts to glitch out, which is actually kind of funny. Although I believe that if you quit the game, you always go back to 99, which is why I did not have more than that before this. And ow, kind of got hurt there. This would be a very good time to show what Hypersonic can do, although the only issue that I have with Hypersonic is that when you transform into him, the music changes, and I really love the Lava Reef Zone music, so I don't want to turn into him and then pretty much destroy all the music. Although that's not going to be an issue anymore, because look at that, we have no rings left, thanks to our good old friend Robotnik inside of the slot machine there. Okay, let's see. Maybe I'll actually get something good this time. Jackpot! Knuckles. Get out of here, Knuckles. Nobody likes you. Actually, Knuckles is a pretty cool character. There's not really many Sonic characters that I don't like, actually, when I think about it. I mean, there's a few that are definitely but I can't say I hate any Sonic the Hedgehog characters. I don't think, anyway. Probably forgetting about someone. Everyone's going to be pointing them out in the comics. Oh, I hate this character. How can you not hate them? So, if everyone goes like that, I probably do hate that character as well. Just kind of slipping my mind. Or I've blanked them out with good reason. Anyway, so there is that kind of dash attack I was talking about, although you only got to see it once because Andrew is playing like a complete moron today. I like when you press the button more than one time, you kind of get that crazy sound effect going on there. But yeah, Lava Reef Zone has always been one of my favorite zones. I've just always really loved it. Coming here to get extra lives, coming here to get find the big rings, which will take you to a bonus game. After you have all of the Chaos Emeralds and Super Emeralds, collecting one of those big rings, which would normally take you to a bonus game. Okay, got over there just in time. Will actually give you 50 rings instead, so darn, that was fair. Let's drop you into a blind jump, that's nice. Yeah, collecting one of those will give you 50 rings, so it pretty much automatically allows you to transform into Sonic, or sorry, Hypersonic or Supersonic. Anyway, let's go up this little elevator thing here. Almost got hit by that. I actually don't know how I did it. Okay, let's see. Next time I get 50 rings, I will definitely show off what Hypersonic can do. Anyway, let's go up here. Although, yes, we do have a secret around here, actually. We have those rings, although if we go up a little bit more, and then go in the wall, we'll be taken to one of those big, what is it called? Bonus game rings. Although, it's flashing, which means that we have collected everything. And there we go, Hypersonic. He moves way too fast. My favorite part about him is that if you jump and then hold up and press jump again, you will do a double jump. Unfortunately, there's this massive ceiling everywhere, so it's very hard to kind of show that. But jump, and then you can do a double jump there. You can actually kind of go in whatever direction you are holding. So like if you jump and you're holding right and you press jump button again, you'll kind of go flying in that direction. It's very cool. I really like Hypersonic. Pretty much the only thing that can kill you is if you get crushed or if you fall down a hole. Otherwise, you are just invincible to everything. You deal massive damage to everything, and overall, it's just super cheap. Although, I mean, you're not going to have all of this. You're not going to have, what is it called? You're not going to have Hypersonic unless you've really beaten the game anyway. So it's not like it's too much of an issue anyway. Let's go through here. Since I got that magnet shield, even though it doesn't show it, we do have the ability to attract rings to us, which is super awesome. So let's see. I think this is just for rings up here. Let's head back down here. I know that there is a bonus game ring up to the top here, although I believe the only way to get it is if you are Tails. Unless there is something I have always been completely missing here. Was this? These springs here definitely do not shoot you high enough to kind of take you into that ring. So I'm guessing that's what that is for. Although, if we do enter a bonus game, Sonic will go back to normal. I believe that's pretty much the only way to get him to transform back to normal Sonic without running out of rings. So anyway, let's see. This is a pretty crazy bonus game. The slot machine was one of them. This one right here, you pretty much hit that lever, and then a whole bunch of random items fall down. And the point is to try and get them without going down too far. Although I completely screwed it up, which is to be expected. So now we have the bubble shield, which is pretty much the only shield I haven't shown off. Which, like I said, lets you do the kind of that ground pound effect there. And when you hit the ground, it's cool because it kind of shoots back up. But it also deflects minor projectiles, which is neat. Although in this level, the fire shield is much more useful, so you might as well grab that. By the way, this is in the background, so you don't have to have the fire shield to go through that. Okay, let's see what we have to the right here. We should be almost at the end of the level, I believe. A massive jump there. Continue on to the left. But yes, the last time I played Sonic the Hedgehog 3, I played the Hydro City Zone, or is it Hydrocity Zone? Nobody really knows exactly what the heck it's supposed to be called. But overall, I really love this game. Man, I did not want to get hit by that. Ow! That was kind of unfair. Well, I mean, it wasn't really unfair. I accidentally pressed up twice there, so now we are Hypersonic again. Wow, it really takes you back that far, huh? See, the problem is I accidentally made a mistake, and I went too far over a gap that we were supposed to go down. But yeah, I played Hydro City Zone, and it's really hard to believe just how long it's been since that. Was back in December of 2011 I played Sonic 3 and Knuckles Blast, which is pretty crazy. So let's continue on to the right here. Actually, let's go, yes, so the right. Let's go over here. Oh, I somehow missed these secrets last time, huh? That's very interesting. Is that not what I was actually going to do back? Like, so what on earth did I miss in the other direction then? So if we go back to the right here, what I thought I was supposed to do is I was going to go over here, and instead of going too far, I was going to go down this hole here. And I think this is the way you're supposed to go, unless there's a multiple path I completely forgot about, which I believe there is actually. Now that I go back and look at that, unless there's another way I'm supposed to get up there. Anyway, is there any secrets around here? I was to switch right there. Oh, now the lava is rising. Got a checkpoint here. Yeah, overall, it actually has been quite a while since I have played this. So there are a few things that I do not 100% remember here. And here we have the slot machine again. Okay, so at least we didn't lose anything this time, I guess. You always want to get at least one ring in this minigame, though, because if you have over 50 rings and you get another ring, or if you have less than 50 rings and you reach 50 rings, you will get a continue. And even though I already have 7 of them, plus I have 99 lives, it never hurts to pick up another one. Although other than that, there's no point in playing this minigame any longer, so we can just quit like that. And we are back to the main level. And now that I have the shield, I am not able to, what is it called, to go into hypersonic until I lose the shield. And where are we again? Okay, I do not want to go in there. Is there a secret in this wall? No, there is not. That's one of the things I love about Sonic 3 and Knuckles, is that a lot of walls have secrets hidden in them, and I just love finding those secrets a lot. And here we have a water shield. And what are we supposed to do with this area over here that I kind of saw? I did not want to get crushed. I actually just wanted to hit the spikes to get rid of the bubble shield so I could turn into hypersonic. But that backfired like heck. Okay, let's not die from you, please. Well, Tails was actually pretty useful there and broke the wall for me, which was very nice. Yeah, my plan backfired completely. And now that we have no rings, we need to be very careful. Not that we have any shortage of lives, even though it looks like we only have 2 lives, although that's actually like 102. Since we have a bit of glitching going on there. And man, where are all of the rings? This gas here I don't believe hurts you. I just believe it slows you down, although probably best not to get hit by that anyway. So yeah, I know what we're supposed to do here. Although I just want to make sure that there's nothing else around. Alright, let's go through here. It is interesting that other path that I saw earlier though. I completely forgot about that. So it would have been interesting to see what was up there, although I accidentally changed directions. Anyway, I really wish that I had had enough to turn into hypersonic here to kind of show just how easy bosses can be when you have the ability to jump super high. And I also do not know why I was so slow at getting out of that enemy's way. I thought that you could spin dash into the side of that hand. Although I believe I'm thinking of another boss actually now that I think about it. Darn it. It has been a while, that is for sure. Darn it, Tails, why are you always getting in the way? At least it's not like the bonus game of Sonic 2 where if Tails gets hurt, he loses your own rings. Well, actually, technically he doesn't. He loses the rings that Tails has picked up, but still, sometimes those rings can make all of the difference. So his hand to hit. Just hit that a few times. Now, I forgot about you. For some reason, I thought I had destroyed both sides. Although, luckily, not too big of an issue. Just not get hit by this hand this time, and we should be good. And there we go. First act of Lava Reef Zone down. And then, of course, like in all of the levels in Sonic 3 and Knuckles, the sign kind of comes down. Well, all the Act 1 levels anyway. And you kind of just bounce around forever and get as many points as you want. I don't believe there's a limit to how many times you can do that, but you just kind of have to make sure that you don't let it get away from you. Anyway, Act 1 is finished. Wow, 7 minutes and 45 seconds. That's one of the things I really like about Sonic the Hedgehog levels, is that they can definitely take a while, especially if you're looking around for secrets and all that. And now, for some reason, the reef has spontaneously cooled off, and we have an icy level, although luckily things are not slippery, so it's not really icy, although it does have a very nice effect. I really like the blue colors and all of that. Okay, let's see. Get another fire shield, which is still useful since there are still fire enemies all over the place. I also like how in this game, Act 1 and Act 2 always have a different kind of music themes, and all of the music in this game is really incredible, so it never hurts to have more music. So you gotta wait for these things. It will be a common thing throughout the level. I believe that there are walls around here that have secret paths in them, which I will have to keep an eye out for. Does one of these have a secret path? I thought I almost went through that wall. Those right there are Robotnik boxes, and if you hit them, you will take damage. So if I hit one, I would lose my shield, although if I didn't have a shield, I would lose all of my rings, and that would not be good. Let's see, I'll try to get hypersonic in the near future, and we can see just how badly we can cheat this level. I do want to see, for some reason I can swear that there's a secret in this wall. No, apparently there appears to not be. I really like the way that some Sega Genesis games or some Sonic, there's a few levels in Sonic the Hedgehog where it really gives things a 3D effect. I know that some games on the Super Nintendo tried to do that too. Yoshi's Island is one of the ones that comes to mind. I'm actually currently playing that with Miles Luigi, where Yoshi's Island will sometimes have platforms that kind of have a 3D perspective to them, where you can stand on them and you'll kind of be rotated into what would appear to be the background, except they still work like 2D platforms. So it's really, really bizarre. Anyway, let's go up here, and let's not screw this up this time. So let's head upward. Now I want to grab onto those handles, even though it doesn't look like you can jump far enough to reach them. You also have to press the jump button here at just the perfect time. And then we go up here. Okay, perfect. So let's see. What kind of secrets are around here? Here is one of those walls that we can go through. Can we go through any more? No, we cannot. I like how the layer priority there kind of let me go through. Actually, it looked like it did, and then all of a sudden it didn't. I wonder if it has something to do with the ring symbol coming out of that item box. Anyway, it's not letting you explode. And there is invincibility. I believe that is the first time that we have seen invincibility. Oh, and then I accidentally turned into hypersonic because I forgot that I had enough rings. Okay. So now we are invincible and hypersonic at the same time. I like how the color of the water drop in the bubble shield also changes color when you turn into hypersonic. Anyway, let's get by this. I want to run really fast! Yeah, this is back in the days when Sonic games were not all about speed, and I mean, there was nothing wrong with that. I like how, I think it was the Sonic the Hedgehog, I don't know if it's, I can't remember if it's the Sonic 4 Episode 1 or Episode 2 trailer that said the games are all about the speed again, even though the funny thing is that the older Sonic the Hedgehog games were actually less about speed than any of them. They were more about careful platforming, although I can, I mean, like, I thought that I mind going fast or anything like that, but I do definitely like the platforming aspect of Sonic the Hedgehog games more than kind of just run straight forward. So that's why I like the Sonic Adventure games, because, well, there weren't always those parts where, I mean, you're just like running. The levels I really liked, and I thought that it was fun to explore them, but then you get games like Sonic and the Secret Rings, where all you do is run forward, and it's like almost impossible to go backwards. I definitely was not a fan of that, I must say. Anyway, it looks like we are getting closer to the end here, and you want to be careful. Sometimes you're like hypersonic, you just get really careless. You'll just jump all the way to the end here, and you'll just kind of accidentally jump to the right, although that's not what you want to do. You actually need to go up a little bit more. Because jumping to the right there actually would have resulted in death. Let's see, it just completely glitched out everything here. Hey, I am hypersonic. I do not need to worry about you at all. Although apparently the game thinks otherwise. So yes, we do. Now we need to get pushed down here. This part right here is not going to be an issue at all, because even though we're not hypersonic, we have the fire shields. We can just walk through lava all day long, although we do not want to get hit by any of Robotnik's rockets, although we can be completely cheap about this and just walk through the lava, although the screen will start to scroll upwards momentarily. So we definitely will not want to accidentally get left below. And also, I should add in that this is one of my favorite boss themes in history. Sonic the Hedgehog and Mega Man are probably two series that I can think that consistently have amazing boss themes, for the most part. Anyway, you really want to react fast there, because if you do, you won't hit the bottom, and then you won't get rid of those springs. Although I always forget, so for some reason, I always accidentally hit the bottom. And those cannonballs are really annoying. Anyway, right here, you need to not fall, need to do some careful waterfall platforming. And now we can jump straight down to take us to the boss, or we can go down slowly and get some rings here. There are also a few items along the way, which is pretty cool. And you pretty much you would just want to stand on one of these until you get to the bottom. Although since we have the fire shield, it is not really an issue. This boss battle is actually interesting in that it is a battle of patience. Patience and also careful platforming, in the fact that you cannot actually hurt Robotnik directly, and you need to wait for him to shoot his spiked kind of bombs into the lava, and then wait for them to come back and hit him. Although since we have hypersonic, we can completely cheat the heck out of this. Man, you'd think that once he realized that he was hurting himself, he would actually stop shooting the bombs. It's too bad. If you had the ability to turn into hyper or supersonic, you should have been able to hurt him yourself. Although unfortunately they did not add anything like that in. And this is like Sonic's lava treadmill. It's kind of walking to the left there and not going anywhere. Lava or magma? I forget which one counts for inside. I think it's... Is it magma is inside and lava is outside? It has been a long time since I have actually even thought about that. Anyway, only a couple more. One more. One more. Luckily we have more than enough rings that this should not become an issue. I shouldn't have used Hypersonic to actually make this battle a challenge. I forgot that he took so many hits, so I actually was not expecting this battle to go on for too much longer. And whoa! Hey! I forgot that as soon as the battle ends, you lose your hypersonicness, so I should have accounted for that. Anyway, that is the end of Act 2. And with that, that is the end of Lava Reef Zone. And that takes us to the Hidden Palace Zone. Although I'm not going to spoil what happens here, since Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a very recently released game. And I would not want to spoil the ending for anyone, even though this is actually, in fact, not the ending. But ooh! I'm going to leave it mysterious for everyone, because, I mean... if you haven't played Sonic 3 and Knuckles, go play it. Of course there's nothing seriously major here. It's a Genesis game, and it's Sonic. one of the original platforming Sonic games, so it's not very story-driven, but anyway, I'm going to leave this up to you because I do love Hidden Palace Zone, despite the fact that it is not super long, but it is a very fun level, but I believe that that is where I'm going to end it off for today. So if you have not played Sonic and Knuckles, or Sonic and 3 and Knuckles, but you basically only need to have Sonic and Knuckles to get this far, except the fact that you will not be able to save, which does kind of stink, because you need Sonic 3's lock-on, what's it called? Effects to be able to save. But if you've never played this game, definitely go play it. Sonic 3 and Knuckles is a fantastic game. And yes, I think that, like I said, we're going to end off here. So thank you very much for watching. Hope that you enjoyed. And I hope to see you next time for something different. So thanks, and see you later. As Sonic makes really cool stances there. Hey!